their main name bot down. But oh, Yeth as well, I believe, is actually a very well-known player. Is Freedom Fries Snake Case Casey? I'm trying to think what Americans I have on my friends list. It's KC. Oh, right, cool. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah. Shout out to KC. It's one of the admins at Tournament Grounds, the American comp scene, and really, really strong player. I remember before I got into competitive Shiv, I actually watched him in the American Trial by Bloods, and I was like, my God, this guy's good. And we're underway. All right, looks like a bit of an isolation for the red in the corner, but somehow stayed alive with a spear. Absolutely incredible 1vx skill. I'll tell you who it is, but I can't see. Oh, that was STD Abu. Oh, we'll play to them. And it looks like we have an early lead probably coming for the Germans. A really admirable effort here though by Freedom Fries. By KC, right? Okay. There we go. I guess that is 1-0. Okay. Apparently I have this ability where I can change the scores. This could get very fiddly. I'll set it in a second. There's some funky commands which I need to get my head around. If we have an admin in the chat who could also do it for me, that'd be... What a drag! Oh boy. Let's see what action is going on over here. Okay, it looks like the Americans won the better of that other exchange, but now they're... Oh, it looks like this is pretty good for them, actually. Believe they should take this. One all. It's a school thing. Okay, I might even... I'm just thinking... Alex, I don't really have time to jump between windows and type it in. Yeah, thanks, Alex. It's gonna be an absolute... It'll be hell on earth for me. I'm starting to realize if I have to manage that at the same time. We'll try and keep the score going. If it ends up not being viable, I'll just keep you updated audially. So, looks like it's pretty even so far. Americans once again actually getting the better of the exchange. Yeah, they've won in the back corner. And now they have completed... Yep, there it goes. Wow, looks like the... So, the Americans are on the right, so... Up right one. Yep. If we can grab another mod, otherwise I'll use my phone, yeah. I think I can get it going. I just need to get into the flow of things. I'll do it for the next one, don't worry. So, it turns out ping disadvantage doesn't really matter when you are some of the best players in your whole continent, because their team coordination is excellent. You see how they're sort of just surrounding them? Some really good flanking there. And they held off the guys in the other corner and were able to hit them from behind. Really good positioning by the Americans. And of course, Tournament Grounds is a fairly open map. And it's over, I think. Yeah, there's no beating that. All right, so looks like we can. I have this great idea. If I do this, in theory, yeah. Oh, Alex, did you do it as well? Hang on. Have we overdone the score? No, we haven't. That's right. Okay, cool. It's working. Funky. Yeah, cheers, Alex. Yeah, all right. Funky scoring overlay. Here's a success. Yeah, cheers, Alex. Appreciate it. Okay, absolute chaos all over. This is an interesting one. If the spear can stay alive, he'll be a real asset. Especially because it's 2v1 over in that corner. Yeah, looks like they're down. Okay. Blue, unfortunately, was not able to do enough damage to come save his teammates. And the tackle! Oh, no. Oh, no. Looks like it's 3-2, so 2-2, 2. There we go. The only thing you'll have to bear in mind is you'll have to put up with is the fact that to make this overlay work, I have to type the command into the Twitch chat. So, yeah, the chat might be a bit disjointed as a result, so I do apologize. Alright, looks like after a surprising lead to the Americans, the Germans are finding their comfort zone a bit, but they're about to get flanked real badly. Oh, but a nice team swap. And it's pretty much even because both teams are quite hurt now. Oh, but a very nice kill at the back, and now it's a 1v1. Oh, it got neutraled. That is one issue with the Executioner's Axe. It's got great drags, but great drags means really slow combo times. And it does make you very susceptible to neutral. Okay. It's actually pretty close, yeah. Picked a good match. 3-all. Okay. Right, looks like we're doing the reset. So, again, first to 15. You've got $900 riding on this. Wow, your faith in your friends is admirable, Strayak. That is a lot of money, though. But hey, what's a World Cup without irresponsible gambling, am I right? Yeah, shaping up to be quite a good match. I think just, again, ping advantage goes to the Germans, obviously, but these Americans... So there's a bit of a thing in... There's a bit of a thing in NA compared to EU where we have a bit more of an emphasis on duels in EU. It's kind of like the most popular thing. Like think about all the trial by bloods we've held and such. NA put a bit more emphasis on team modes, so a lot of LTS competitions. A lot of their former like duelists have really shifted to LTS. Their best players. I don't think we're live, by the way. Also the 6v6, I believe they did TO League that they had running for quite some time. So they should be very experienced with this kind of event, is what I'm saying. So even if they do have a disadvantage with the ping, I wouldn't count them out. Oh, we are live. Hang on. My spectator is broken. Oh dear. Okay. Sorry, bear with me. You know how it is, guys. Fight! Yeah, the thing is kind of broken. USA 4-3. Okay. Sorry about this. The camera's frozen on the chat. It's this bug with the LTS servers. Yeah, what'll happen is I'll trying to think. I might need to spawn in and die for the stream. Sorry. Yeah, I'll let them know. It worked okay last time, but yeah, it completely bugged out this time. Alright, looks like the Americans are up again, retaken their lead. Death to the rebellion! I'll just try and F10 as soon as I can. There we go. Did it work? There we go. Look at that. Overlay and everything. Okay. Apologies for that. So, back to the action. Looks like a change of strategy, actually, for the Germans. They've gone and decided to camp a corner. I don't know if that's the play, considering that the Americans have done such a good job of surrounding them and kind of feeding them. And as you can just see, their backs are against the wall. They can't defend from all angles. The Americans are very good at doing those hits around their shoulders. Admirable hold off here, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Oh, the double kill, though. Oh, boy. You know what? Ah, the jabs, though. Oh, no, he's been disarmed. Yeah. Really, really good attempt to hold on, but... yes. France ain't in this one, I'm afraid. But, considering the strength of the French team, wouldn't be surprised if we see them in the semi-final. What's happened to this guy's arm? And the Americans, once again, starting to pull ahead in what I guess could be considered a bit of a surprise. I mean, the Germans are good, you know. There's some very experienced players here. But again, just the strength of the Americans. It's not the first team mode event they've done in EU, and they did pretty well in the last one I actually I watched. Nice overhead drag there with the Warhammer. Such a lethal weapon. Alright, looks like a very dying glory, I suppose. Tackle straight into the crowd. Nice drag again. Ah, but the range on the Warhammer. Just a bit of a weakness there on that weapon. Especially with the shield, you know, you move really slowly, so... Let us take the scores again. It's a bit scuffed. I'm doing it on my phone by hand, so... Okay, so I think we're sitting around... Yeah, 6-4. So it's not, you know, we're not even halfway through the match, so to speak. It is first to 15, so we're nowhere close to calling a winner here yet. But the Americans must be delighted with how it's gone so far. And again, this sort of situation, as you can just see, the general shape of the engagement is that the Americans managed to get a surrounding position on the Germans. And whacked in the back with a heavy mace heavy. I'm sure we're all used to experiencing that. Sup, Sassy? Wasn't it just? Shiny, Fearsing, and Pain as well. Good to see you all. Hope that you're enjoying this. It's not live. Okay. That is fine. Let's have a look at kills. Let's see who's been so Yeth from the Americans, absolutely lethal. You see 12 takedowns, 1 death. Amazing stuff. STDX Abu as well, looking really good. But if you look at the KDs, pretty heavily favoring the Americans just because of how the score's going. And see, there's some pretty... The ping disparity is kind of nasty. But then again, the highest ping player is the best score, so I mean... Well, said they're live and then... Oh, right, they're swapping a player. Yes, of course, so... Should have mentioned this earlier. This being football, substitutions are allowed. Interesting, looks like they're going to go take the fight to the stairs. I'd never do that voluntarily, I hate fighting on the stairs, but if they know how to use it, it can be quite effective. Somewhat counterintuitively, fighting upstairs is... or uphill is stronger in this game, which completely defies the conventional wisdom of medieval melee warfare, but hey ho. It's not like this game is perfectly realistic in other ways. Looks like a nice little engagement here between Caruso, but he's trying to get away so he can support his teammate, but being chased down, although now Jace is surrounded, and he's fighting a one-handed spear in the mix as well. That's just a horrible... There's basically nothing you can do. The spear is so much further in range than the Warhammer. Nice chain of feinted jabs, and a nice finish there. Looks like the Germans are, once again, pulling even. Yeah, we're doing some of the losers bracket, but we are going to try and stick predominantly to winners, just because we want to show both semifinals. The plan is actually that I will be staying. The stream will be sticking to one server, and the feature matches, so to speak, will happen on the server. So hopefully you'll be seeing the good stuff. Of course, all of it is good stuff, but nice little. Oh, he went for the spin, and that would have landed, except that was some amazing spacing there by Caruso. Move backwards to space, and that is the danger with spins. And then the Germans, looks like they've got the better of the fight on the stairs, and it looks like this is over, yeah. And it looks like the Germans have, once again, pulled even. A real seesaw of a match, but the question is, can they actually pull ahead? Because they've nearly pulled even. But if they want to win this, they're going to have to grab a lead, so... Punisher's bugged out. Unfortunately, even though it's such a popular team mode, LTS maps are by far the buggiest. An absolute set of chaos here. Again, taking the fight to the stairs. Clearly this is some sort of tactic that's been implemented, I think, by the Germans to try and take the fight to the stairs. It's paying off for them. They're trying to... And you know what? It's pretty smart because a good finish there, but not enough. They're playing on... Yeah, we're playing on the London server. So... And we pulled even 7-all, look at that. Yeah, we're on a London server. It's the fairest we can get. It's still more... You look at the ping, it's still much more easy for the Germans in that respect, but it's that or stick a server in the US, which, considering the huge majority of teams are not in NA region, we're not going to do. Yeah, it's close. Honestly, I wasn't expecting it to be quite so close. They're giving us a good show. We're basically halfway through. So far, so exciting. I need to join a team. Right. So what I need to do is, once they've joined, yeah, and then I have to join a team, then die, and then go into spectate, and then I can see it.
Cross this pathetic uprising! Fight!
Okay. There we go. Then we go and spectate, and hopefully... Don't mind the player name. Can I show the scoreboards? You mean the bracket? I pinned it in the chat. So you can see it. Yeah, you should be able to see it. Off the tackle, there's no winning this situation, yeah. Spear is overpowered until you're in a 1vx, and then it's not so overpowered. Yeah, brackets pinned, scores for the match are on the overlay. It's a fair point, actually. I haven't kept track of what the other teams are doing, obviously, but I am intrigued to see how they're going. Wouldn't be surprised if this is one of the last matches to conclude, so... bit of a space scrimmage, but it does look like the Germans are having the better of this. Nice positioning there. They didn't let the Americans surround them, and that really made the difference that time. And once again, the Spear's in the 1vx, and can't be overcome. It's interesting that we have one team going for the one-handed spear and one team going for the two-handed spear. It's pros and cons to both. The one-handed spear is faster, and the character moves faster because it's on the man-at-arms. And it has a crazy special attack, obviously. The two-handed spear's biggest thing is the range, right? It's the longest range weapon in the game. The jumps with it are horrible. And it's very good at sort of hitting through your own lines. Oh, nice. And they're good positioning there. They moved very cohesively. We're able to kill quite a few players as a result. Just sort of surround them and kind of smother them almost. Oh, thanks, Alex, yeah. What a kick! Look at that! Was that a 2v1 kick? Amazing. That's 100 IQ. No, sorry. 1000 IQ. 1000 IQ play that. I've never seen that before. I didn't even know you could do that. I didn't know you could knock over two players at once with the Pavis. Dude's playing 5D chess. And again, the flanking by the Americans. The problem is, I think the Germans are playing a bit reactively, you see. The Americans went for the flank, they got the surround, and it's only sort of at the last second you saw the Germans kind of realize it. Go, oh, we have to turn around. By then it's a bit too late. That said, they have handled it brilliantly, and they're actually going to win this round, so I guess it didn't matter too much. And it looks like this match is not getting any less close, truth be told. 9-all. This is anyone's to play for, and it's just no one has managed to pull ahead. You're right, Chieftain. If we were smarter, we'd probably play something else, but I guess we're not. It's interesting, very spaced out fight here, but it does look like this time the Americans just managed to win their sort of small fights. And such is the nature of LTS, it just kind of snowballs, right? Once one player wins their 1v1 engagement, they can then take out another player, and then comes a 2v1, then a 3v1, and yeah, the snowball effect is pretty dramatic with these sorts of matches, especially when there's not that many players, because we're only doing 5v5, right? It's not first to 10, no pain, it's a first to 15. First to 15 for everything, and then a first to 20 for the finals, but the finals are not going to be this week, so first to 15s for all the matches today. We're going to play until the semi-finals, and then we'll deal with the finals and the lion's share of the losers bracket next week. See how this is going. Again, a lot of breakaways. I do wonder who it benefits more for these fights to break away. Leaving two dead players, and I guess we don't believe in. Oh no! Oh come on! Oh what an absolute. We called that. Thank you, Shiny. Shout out to again Alex's girlfriend for setting up all the graphics. Oh yeah, hang on. We need to set the score, don't we? What is it? But yeah, I was saying I have to set the scores manually, so it is a bit of a intensive process, but so far we're getting by. And again, really spaced out, and I'm still trying to decide if this favors the Americans or the Germans. I think honestly it probably favors the Germans more. I've noticed the fights the Americans win are when they can stick as a unit and then get the flanks. I think it plays into their strength as a team, but when you have more isolated instances, he dodged it, probably cost him the ability to get the kill. That said, though, once again, I've been proven completely wrong because Sassy, I'm confused what you mean by scoreboard. The scoreboard's on the stream, isn't it? Like literally, it's the flags at the top. If you want the actual bracket for the matches, it's in the chat. But like, yeah, like the score should be up. It's 11-10 to the United States anyway, so. And once again, kind of just the fights sort of spacing out as they go on. I think because we have a lot of players who are using space a lot in their fighting, you know, a lot of dodging, a lot of movement, it kind of lends itself to that. Oh, you found it. Okay, good. Yeah, yeah. It's literally we went through this whole shebang to make it so you can see everything live. It's 11 all. This has managed to stay absolutely to the wire for the entire match. Probably going to see a 15-14 at this rate. And now it's just a question of focus, right? Because which team can hang on? And of course, the team that wins this are going to go and face England. Don't know if any of you are going to watch the match tonight, but I will. I mean, I kind of have to. Oh, nice bit of spacing there again. Punish the attempt at neutral. And Joker just deciding that the way to do this is just to smash heavy slash. It worked. Got a couple of very nice kills. Yeah, and now we're going to have a nice 2v2. Looks like the Americans have a bit more health, so it's going to be a question of, well, who doesn't love a good 2v2, you know? I couldn't get the active parry because it was a posse, not a counter. Oh, a nice fast feint, and it looks like he suicided. And looks like maybe for the first time, the Germans have actually pulled into a lead. So, can they ride the momentum? They only need 3 more, or are the Americans once again going to pull level? It was the US who were sort of in the lead earlier on. They were the ones who kind of were able to keep their nose in front. So yeah, this swap could be crucial. Who's England playing tonight? Norway, yes. Haaland, right? The guy who single-handedly like scored Brazil out of the World Cup. What a legend. All right, we'll wait until everyone has picked their teams. Hang on. I go spectate, then everyone picks their teams, then I go back into the match, and then one-eyed. Is Haaland making an appearance tonight? No, he's not. Wait, sorry, no, he is. I'm being silly. Sorry, I'm in 2 minds about Shiv football. Yeah, Haaland's appearing tonight. He has to be. He's got to be in the starting 11, right? There we go. Okay, I'll suicide here, and then hopefully we can get into the spectate. Yeah, Haaland's playing tonight against England. Yeah, he should be on. There's no way he's not. I mean, he's like their guy, right? Here we are. So 12-11 to Germany. Let's see if I can get my spectate going. Yeah, we go. All right, absolute chaos here. A lot of running around. Not even sure what the end goal was for either team, but it pretty much ended in an absolute bloodbath anyway. Seems to have just come out the way of the Germans though, which they're gonna love because that'll put them very close to winning. Good use of the special there. If you're up against a player who's good at active parries, or target switching even, specials can be very effective. They come in at a massive range. Alright, let's update the score. Is Bellingham going to score a hat-trick tonight? I mean, I'm like super biased because I'm from England, so I'm gonna say yes. My heart says yes, my head says almost certainly not. Bellingham has been carrying that team though, let's be honest. He's been absolutely incredible. I mean, Kane's been good as well, I mean, but we knew he would be. Nice XV1 by the Americans. And this could be just the lifeline the Americans need. And yeah, fighting a two-handed spear as well. And again, the range, there's no way you can target switch because it's just too long. And unsurprisingly, you know, lots of kills for Seth with that spear. Just the range on it is just absolutely unplayable. 12-13 to the Germans. The Germans. This is kind of, I wouldn't call it a must-win. What a well-timed. He saved his sprint attack for the last possible frame. The best sprint attack in the game, and that use of the range with that spear, absolutely incredible. using it to its fullest strength. Okay, looks like we've got a 2v1 here. If they can finish off the if they can finish off KC here, it'll put them in good state. Yeah, that was kind of essential for them to get the snowball here. Yeah, really good. Okay, looks like do we have a match point? Indeed, we have 2 match points. No, 3 match points. Hang on. 1, 2. That's right. Wait, 2 match points, 3 match points? Man, I'm not a tennis commentator. But anyway, 14-12 match point. And another good use of that sprint attack. This is a must-win fight for the Americans. It's looking kind of ugly for them, I can't lie, though. There's a lot of blood on the American outfits. And will this be the end? Looks like that we have a couple went down in the back. But... oh, what a target switch. That could be crucial. And now we're looking at a 1v3 situation, though. Can Jace do it? He's disarmed. I think that is GG. And that is it. My word. Were we expecting such a close match? Germany wins. My God. That was fabulous. What a start.